Okay, good night to everyone. Now, this video is going to be really short, straight to the point. I want to talk about something that's very pervasive in the Pentecostal church. And some of you Pentecostals are going to be upset with me. If you guys did not know, if you all did not know, I am not Pentecostal. I am not a Pentecostal. I go to a Pentecostal church, but I'm not Pentecostal. I am a Reformed Baptist. That's my perspective. That's my belief system. If you want to know exactly what I believe, just type into your computer Reformed Baptist. I follow the 1689. Well, I follow the 1689 London Baptist Confession of Faith. That's what I follow, the 1689 London Baptist Confession of Faith. I actually have one right here in my bag. This is what I follow. You're not going to see it because the camera is turned the other way, but this is the 1689 Baptist Confession of Faith. It's small, and you just read through it. It's very small. When I become a pastor, this is what my church is going to be following. It has 123 pages from bibliology to eschatology. From bibliology to eschatology. This is the Westminster Confession of Faith. It also comes with a larger and shorter catechism that I'm going through with my wife and daughter. But I'm a Reformed Baptist. I follow the London Baptist Confession of Faith. That's what I believe. That's my perspective. I'm not Pentecostal. I go to a Pentecostal church, but I'm not Pentecostal. So, this is something that is very prevalent in the Pentecostal church. And it is this whole idea of olive oil. Olive oil. And it is so funny. People will anoint you with olive oil. They will tell you to drink olive oil. They will bless the olive oil for you and tell you to take it home with you. And when you're praying, you can put it in your hand and rub it on your body. And you can rub the olive oil on those places on your body where you feel pain and whatever. And all this stuff. All this stuff. Has any of you Pentecostals ever asked the question, where in the Bible did anyone use olive oil on themselves to get rid of pain? Where anyone used olive oil in drinking? Where they drank olive oil and they were healed? They drank olive oil and they were healed from various sicknesses. Where in the Bible? You know, as a young man who reads through the Bible on a regular basis, I've never seen anything in the Bible to support any of this stuff. And this is not the only thing. There's another thing that they do. There is another thing that you Pentecostals do. You bless your water and you drink it. And that is supposed to somehow heal you. And the biblical basis for this is Exodus. The biblical basis that's given for this is Exodus chapter 23. Verse 25, which says, "But you shall serve the Lord your God, and he will bless your bread and your water, and I will remove sickness from your midst." You know what happened recently to me? Well, almost happened to me. I was at a fasting service. I'm not going to say the name of the church, and I'm not going to mention anyone's name on this platform. But Pentecostals, you people lose control over yourselves. Of yourselves, rather. You lose control of yourselves when the so-called Spirit of God takes over. You lose control. And you start doing some stuff. You roll on the ground. You speak in tongues. You twitch. You squirm. You have creers. And that's the way you worship God. You do what you want. But don't expect me to do it. So a lady was walking around in the church and she was telling everyone to bless their water. And she was telling everyone to put their, and she was telling the rest of the people in the church to put their water up in the air so that she could pray and the water would be blessed. And that when they drink the water, they would be healed. Now, she knows I know the Bible very well. She knows I am a Bible scholar. So when she came over to me, she asked me if I had any water. I said no. And then she had one of the church sisters go and buy me a bottle of water. When the water came back, she said that I am supposed to bless the water and drink it. And said to me, do you know that you could that you're supposed to bless your water and the water will. I'm like, no, I didn't know that. And she said, it's in Exodus chapter 23, verse 25. And I'm like, I've never read anything in the Bible that remotely resembles or remotely teaches that you are supposed to bless your water. And because you blessed your water, then you can then drink your water and it would heal you of any particular sickness that you had. So I opened my Bible and I checked the verse. After she had told me that I'm supposed to pray, because there's some olive oil that was in her hand in a bottle. And she said, you're going to drink this. And I said, no, I'm not. I don't drink olive oil. And then she said, have you read James chapter 5? I said, yes, I have. James chapter 5, verse 14. If anybody is sick, they should call the elders, and the elders will come and anoint them with oil and pray over them, and they will be healed. I quoted the passage for her. And she said, yes. I was looking at her because she probably did not even realize that I'm saying that because elders came to anoint the person with oil and pray over the person who is sick, she did not realize that I quoted that verse to tell her, no, I am not drinking that olive oil. I'm not sick, and you're not an elder. And on top of that, if I was sick and you were an elder, I wasn't going to drink the olive oil. And I think you all know what I'm talking about. Olive oil. You let people and you tell people to drink olive oil. Where in the Bible? Where? I am very, very concerned and I am very, very curious. Where in the Bible do you find the biblical basis for giving people olive oil to drink? And that is supposed to heal them of some sickness that they're going through. And what biblical basis did you find that you can bless olive oil and tell people to go home with the olive oil, and if they're feeling any pains anywhere, they can take the olive oil and rub it on their leg or rub it on their body, and they can heal themselves by virtue of rubbing the olive oil on their body? Where do you get that? Where? Because look, I'm willing to be corrected. I am willing to be corrected. If there's any biblical basis for these things, I apparently missed them. So, for those of you on my Facebook channel who is going to be watching this video, please correct me. Where in the Bible do you find people drinking olive oil, anointing themselves with the olive oil and healing themselves, as opposed to James chapter 5 verse 14? Please help me. I'm searching for help right now, because I've never seen any of these things in the Bible, and you people believe it. So tell me. And don't even come with Exodus chapter 23 verse 25 and say that this is supposed to teach that you can bless your water, and then when you drink your water will supposedly heal you of any disease that you have. Don't even go there, because the text doesn't say that. So, since the text does not say that you can drink water after praying over it and you will be healed, you have to throw that out. You have to throw that out. Show me the biblical basis for what you people do with olive oil. If you can't, then stop. Stop it. Because for one, I'm not going to let you give me any olive oil to drink. And two, if you're not an elder and I'm not sick, you're not going to put any olive oil on me. I'm following James chapter 5 verse 14 with regards to that. Unless I'm corrected otherwise, because you know, a man's way seems right in his own eyes until he's examined. The first to plead his case seems right in his own eyes until someone comes and examines him. So, I'm willing to be corrected. For those of you out there who can prove to me, the burden of proof is on your shoulders. Prove to me from the Bible that you can drink olive oil and that you can heal yourself with olive oil, as opposed to the elder anointing you and praying over you for the healing of the sick. Just saying. Okay, everyone, God bless you. This was a short video just expressing a concern about this olive oil situation in the Pentecostal church. And I'll see you again. I am not Pentecostal. All the crazy stuff that goes on in some, not all, some Pentecostal churches. Oh man. Not even going to get into that. But I'm not Pentecostal. I am Reformed Baptist. If you want to know what I believe, look this up. It is called the Baptist Confession of Faith, 1689. I believe everything in here. Everything. This is what I believe. Everything in this little book. And there are proof texts for everything. God bless you all. Have a great afternoon. And thank you for your support. And for those of you who are Christians, keep me in your prayers as I try my best to keep you in mind. Have a good night.